Hello, welcome to Make It with Madison. Today we'll be making this sunflower granny square. And I like making granny squares because they're very versatile. You can use them in a number of projects, from apparel to like a little purse or a blanket. Just really whatever you want to make. These are great for it. This is a little more difficult of a granny square to learn, so I would not recommend it for a complete beginner. However, it is a very cute little square, very fun to do, so I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so you want your 5mm crochet hook. I'm just using regular acrylic yarn for this. And I have 4 colors, 1 for the center, 2 for the petals on this one. On the other one I used 1 color, but this one I decided to use 2. And then the border color. So you can do it with either 3 or 4 colors, depending on your preference and kind of what you want. But to start, you're gonna start by making a magic circle. And you can refer to my other video if you're not sure how to make it. Or you can kind of watch this one here. Hopefully I get it on the first try. It's been a minute since I've done one of these. Come on. Alright, and then you're gonna start doing half double crochets into the ring here. And okay, I just did 1. Now I'm gonna do it a little slower. So basically, for a half double crochet, yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over again, go back out of the ring. So you should have 3 loops on your crochet hook now. Yarn over, and then pull through all 3. Okay, and you want to keep doing that until you have 12 half double crochets in the magic circle. Alright, and once you have those 12 half double crochets done in the magic circle, you're going to take your tail and just slowly pull it shut here. Make sure it's not turning on itself. And there. Now you're just going to connect the 2 ends since they're right next to each other. I know it's hard to see with a darker thread, but you're just gonna find this top stitch up here that you started with and yarn over and just slip stitch through both of those to seal it. And then you're gonna chain 1 and cut your end. And since you already chained 1, just go ahead, pull it through and knot to finish. Make sure that center's tight. And there is the center of your sunflower granny square. Okay, so now you're gonna switch to your petal color. If you're using 2 petal colors, this will just be the one you want on the inner ring. But if you're using the same for both rounds of petals, then don't worry about it. But this is my petal color that I'm going to use first. And you want to go away from where you tied this end knot, or you can tie it at the same place. It really doesn't matter where you start on this, I guess. Just insert your hook and do a stitch here. Pull that through. Up. I didn't get it. Hold on. All right, there we go. Pull it through all the way because you're gonna knot that to start it. And just hold that securely in place. Then you're gonna go into that same stitch, pull your yarn through, and then you can just start stitching from there. Okay, and to start stitching from here, you're going to chain 1, then you're going to half double crochet into that same stitch. So that's yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull back through, and 3, go under all 3. If I can do that here. Hold on. There we go. And then you're going to chain 1 to finish that petal. Next, you're going to half double into the next stitch, and it won't be a full half double crochet though. You're going in like you're starting half double. So yarn over, go in, yarn over again, pull out, and you'll have those 3 loops like you're used to. But then instead of pulling through, you're just going to yarn over again, go in again, yarn over, pull through. So then you have 5 loops total on your hook. And this is going to be our first puff stitch, basically. It's just a variation of the puff stitch, like the next one we'll do, I'm sure, is a variation as well. But anyway, 5 loops on your hook, then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5. And then you're going to chain 1, and that is your second petal, and you're going to do the exact same thing for your next petal. So yarn over, go into the next stitch. Yeah, that was right. Into the next stitch, yarn over again, go in, yarn over, in, over, out. You've got 5 loops again, over, go through all 5, and chain 1. So just like those last 2, you're just going to keep going around until you have all of your petals. All right, so after you've got all of your petals done, you should have 12 total. Same as the amount of double crochet or half double crochets you had around there. So 12 petals total. So once you get to the end of your last petal, you're gonna slip stitch to finish. So again, go into the top of that first stitch you made for the first petal, and then you're just gonna slip stitch both of these together so it's all nice and connected. So then if this depends on if you're changing colors or not. If you're staying with the same color for your second row of petals, then don't finish off like I'm about to do. If you're switching colors like I am for this one, then you're gonna tie it off. So since I am switching colors, I'm gonna chain 1 and cut and pull through and knot. But again, if you're not changing colors, don't do that. So that's what it should look like. All right, so we're starting the second round of petals here. And I am switching colors, so adding that new color of yarn will be just the same as what we did before. You're just gonna go in to one of these stitches, pull through, and then knot it once to keep it in place. There we go. And then just go in, pull it through into a neat little loop there. And then after that, you're gonna chain 2. And after you chain 2, you're gonna yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, and now you're just gonna pull through 2 loops, kind of like the start of a double crochet. But unlike a double crochet, you're not gonna go through these last 2 loops yet. You're just gonna leave them for now. Now you're gonna go over again, go in, over, through, and then only go through 2 again. So now you're left with 3 loops on your hook. Now you're going to yarn over, go in, over, out, and then yarn over, just go through 2 again, and now you're left with 4 loops on your hook. And you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. And this is the bigger puff stitch I was telling you about. So to finish that, you're going to, I believe you chain 1. Yeah, so same as the way we finished these little petals, just chain 1 at the top. Then yarn over and, oh no, wait, hold on. It's been a minute since I've done this, guys. So instead of chaining 1 at the top, you're actually gonna chain 2. So that is the first petal finished. Then you're gonna yarn over, go into the next stitch where the next petal is going to be, yarn over again, go through, and then you have your 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, go through 2, same as we did last time, just leave those 2 loops alone, yarn over, go in, yarn over, go out, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go in, yarn over, go out, yarn over, go through 2, and now we're up to 4 again. But since we didn't, since this isn't our starting petal, we're past our starting petal, you're actually gonna go 1 more time, yarn over in, yarn over, out, and through those 2 for a total of 5 on your hook. And this is how all of the other petals are going to be. You're going to finish with 5, yarn over, go through 5 of them, and then yarn over, chain 2 to finish that petal. And like I said, the next petal is the exact same as the second one, so I'll do 1 more. Yarn over, in, yarn over, out, yarn over through 2, yarn over in, yarn over out, yarn over through 2, Gotta get some more yarn here. I'm running out. And yarn over in, yarn over out, yarn over through 2, yarn over in, yarn over out, yarn over through 2, and then we have 5 loops on the hook again, and yarn over through all 5, yarn over, chain, chain. Okay, so same thing, just continue until you're finished with all your petals. You should have 12 petals total, just like the first round of petals. Right, so when you get to the end of that round of petals, something I forgot to mention is the very last petal, instead of crocheting 2 at the end, you're only going to crochet 1. And then you're just going to connect it like we've been connecting it. Go to the top stitch of that first one you did and slip stitch closed. And now we're going to tie that off because next comes our border. So after you've slip stitched it, just chain 1, cut, pull through, and knot. And it should look about like this. All right, now we're gonna start our border. And I just tucked some of those ends in really quick because I couldn't stand it anymore. They just kind of get in the way the further you get. So to start the border, you're gonna start it like all the other stitches we've been doing, where you just pull through, you knot it in the back here so it stays better. Then just pull this through over here. And so you're going to start by chaining 3, and we're starting on the corner over here just to give it some perspective. So after you chain 3, you're going to treble crochet, and what that is you're just going to yarn over twice, go into the stitch, yarn over, then pull through, then yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And there's your treble crochet. Now you're going to chain 2, and now we're going to do the other half of our corner. So you're going to treble crochet again, which is just yarn over twice, go through, yarn over, through, and yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. And then one more treble crochet, yarn over, and yarn over, out, yarn over, through 2, through 2, through 2, there. All right, so that is our first corner. Now you're going to chain 1, and we're going to go into the top here. So yarn over, and we're going to double crochet just into this next stitch, and over, out, over through 2, over through 2, and you want a total of 3 double crochets in this stitch. right, so it should look about like that. Now you're going to chain 1 again and then do the same thing, 3 double crochets in this next stitch. All right, so that's what it looks like at this point. Now chain 1, and we're going to go into this next corner on the next stitch here. So for the next corner, you're going to start with a treble crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, go out, through 2, through 2, through 2, and treble crochet again. All right, and after you've got your 2 treble crochets here, you're going to chain 2 and treble crochet another 2 into the same stitch. And all your corners are going to be like this one we're doing right now, where it's just 2 treble crochets, chain 2, 2 treble crochets. I can't talk today. And then in between each corner, you're just going to do the 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets. All right, so that is our top section all done. And you're just going to keep going in that pattern around. So next stitch will be 3 double crochets, next will be 3 double crochets, then we'll have another corner, and so on. Alright, so as you can see, I'm at the end of my border here. It's looking good, almost done. Now I just have to connect it. So same as we've been doing, just top of this first stitch. And slip stitches shut. And chain 1. Cut and pull through, and then you just tighten it to finish. Now you might notice it's kind of wonky. It's not like that perfect square shape. I am gonna block it later, but this would be great if you wanted to make a bunch of these for a bag, for a jacket. Like, you can make so many things with a bunch of granny squares. They are so versatile. It's crazy how much you can do with these things. So now really all that's needed to do to finish this would be to tuck in the remaining ends. I already tucked in a bunch of the inside ones, but let me show you with one of these just how I do it. So I take a crochet needle, I thread it through, and then I just poke it in, and you can do it with your crochet hook. I just prefer to use the needle because it's so much easier and quicker. So you just poke it in, pull it through, pull that to get it to look how you want it, and just keep weaving it around until you feel like you have enough of the tail in there and you want to cut it off, or if you want to thread in the whole tail. It honestly doesn't matter either way. I just like to make sure I thread it through the same color. That way it looks kind of uniform still, and I don't have it peeking out of a completely different color. But that's probably enough for that one. And now I just have to tuck in that last tail. But other than that, the sunflower granny square is all done. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any ideas for future videos, just comment below and I'll take a look. Bye.